What's up, YouTube? This is Mulvone19, and I've got a very cool battle here against Butler93. Boy, it has been a very long time since I've uploaded here, and I really do miss the game. I am back into it now, and this is a UU match, pretty good match. What I'm worried about on his team the most is trying to figure out what kind of set his Raikou is, and trying to figure out who would be leading in his team. Maybe it'd be his Hitmontop, or either his Reggie Seal, or actually probably his Deoxys, which could set up screens, but I really don't know. But yeah, so this is actually a really interesting match. So first off, I'm going to go out with my Roserade, and I'm going to go right off for the Sleep Powder because I was thinking that either he would probably U-turn and not go for the Flare Blitz, so that would have been fine for me. I wasn't pretty sure he wasn't going to go for the Flare Blitz, but I'm actually faster than him, which is nice. I am closer to max speed, but I am faster than him, which is nice. So I'm going to go into my Swampert, and he is going to go for the U-turn there. So that worked out pretty well. Does quite a lot, so it obviously looks like he was abandoned in Hihiduruma. So now I kind of didn't really know what he wanted to go into, so I just went for the Earthquake. Not really thinking, but he actually goes for the Toxic with his Hitmontop, which was a little surprising. I don't usually see that on I haven't really seen that on a Hitmontop set in a while, but maybe that's just me. So I go for the Toxic anyways, because I just want to get this thing's HP drain down as fast as possible. So, and I loved getting everything Toxic. I just love it. So I go into my Mew, and he actually goes for the Rapid Spin, which is unfortunate because he gets rid of my rocks. So right here, he is going to switch out and go into his Registeel, and I'm going to start up Sword Dancing. And I know it's not good to set up early in the game, but I felt like I had a pretty good chance here to set up with my Mew, because I really like the set. It's a Sword Dance, Sucker Punch, Drain Punch, and Zen Headbutt set, and I really do like it because it can basically not take a hit to anything, and it wouldn't be effective or anything. So I actually do finish off his Registeel, even though he goes for the Thunder Wave, synchronizing all that, so that's nice. And then I go for the Sucker Punch against this Hihiduruma. I was thinking that it would kill, just because of how low Hiduruma's defenses are, but it doesn't. But he still dies from his own recoil, so that was nice. So I'm a pretty good spot here, 5-4, and I'm gonna go for the Earth Power against his Kingdra. This is where I start to have my Mulvone moments. This is where I start to daze off and not really focus. So I just go for the Earth Power, thinking it'd do a lot. I was lucky to live that waterfall. I did not expect to live it. I think he was running leftovers and not life orbs, so that was nice. But right now, what I'm trying to do is just fodder off my Nidoking, so I could get a free switch and probably like Victini or something, maybe go for a U-turn, or I really don't know. But he actually lives. I think it was 2 HP he lived. I don't know, I have to ask him later, but he lives with like 2 HP or something after that Earth Power. I was almost certain it would kill, but what you gonna do about it? So I go into my Victini, try and keep going for the V-Crate. I really don't see anything else I could go for better. I could bring in my Swampert and Toxic him, but I didn't really feel like that would be the best move at this time. So I think at this point, I thought I was still faster, so I went for the V-Crate again. I am, which is nice. So I do finish off his Deoxys defense, which is going to be a big help. So now I believe it is 5-3, and well, technically 4-3, because once I bring in Nidoking, he's gonna die. So I'm gonna probably use him just as like a fodder or something. So what I'm gonna do now is I was actually thinking he would go for a Shadow Ball, but and for some reason I would live it. That's why he brought in Raikou, and like not Hitmontop and go for the Sucker Punch or anything. But he actually is a sub variant, and that means I'm going to have to switch out and go into my Swampert. Really, the only thing I can take is right here. And here's the part where it's quite unfortunate for him. He thought he wasn't sure if he was running HP Ice or HP Grass on this thing. He hasn't used this Raikou in a while, and it turns out he's running HP Ice, which was so good for me. But then again, it's going to be a little bit of a pain later on in the battle. So it's kind of like a win-win for both of us. Lose-lose. I don't know. So once he figures out that's HP Ice and I go for the Earthquake, he can't stay in obviously, and he's gonna go into his Hitmontop. And here I'm just trying to I think I just try and go for the Earthquake and Waterfalls, just try and weaken him off and stuff like that. But I actually go into my Zapdos, and or I'm sorry, I go into my Nidoking, so I could bring a safe switch into my Zapdos. And this Zapdos is one of my favorite sets, of like all my Pokemon that I've ever used and all that. It's a Life Orb Agility set, max HP, which is still really good. I don't, need to put speed investment in it. So I go for the agility, but the problem was, even though if I was able to take out his Hitmontop, I don't have anything that's really effective to take out his Raikou. So his Raikou is going to be a very big pain. I'm going to have to see if I can work around that later on. But for right now, he goes for the Sucker Punch. I just keep on going for agility, so his Sucker Punch would be ineffective. He does get a Poison off, which is kind of crappy, but what are you going to do about it? So that's not alright for me, but whatever. So he brings in his Raikou now, and this is where actually there's 2 points at where it's unfortunate, but he actually for some reason, I guess he said he calced it, but he said that Thunderbolt does slightly more than HP Ice, which is a little surprising, but I guess it does. So he feels like he can't live another heat wave, so he goes into his Kingdra, and I miss and I die, but it didn't really matter. It wasn't going to do much anyway. So now I go into my Victini. I go for the Zen Headbutt, and I was very surprised that it. I was pretty surprised that it killed his Kingdra. I am running Choice Band, so maybe it should have killed him. So I don't know. I just didn't really think it would kill him. That's all I can put to it. But yeah, it was going to kill him by a lot anyways. I calculated it. So I go into my Roserade now. I have this and my Swampert left. And I was feeling like I was pretty sure I could win it if I could get enough Giga Drains off to take out the rest of his Raikou. And his HP Ice does not go all the way half, and I can keep on going for Giga Drain, which is nice. So I keep on getting my HP recovered from Giga Drain, which is great, and I'm able to finish off his Raikou. So that is good game, Butler93. He's a pretty cool battler. You go check him out if you don't know who he is and you live under a rock or something. But so that's about it for today. Hope you all enjoyed. If you do, give a like and go check out our channels. If you didn't, comment in the descriptions. I love feedback from all you guys. It's really helpful for me, and it's helps me get better at this. So that's about it for now, and I'll see you all later. Peace out.